Speaker of the House of Representatives, Yakubu Dogara, has called for insecurity and poverty in northern Nigeria to be treated as a national emergency. Speaking during a planned session at the Nigeria Investment and Industrialization Summit (NIS) 2025 in Abuja, he urged governors in the regions to prioritize security and pools resources, warning that Nigeria's progress depends on developing the North. Former Senate President Bukola Saraki countered that the crisis requires a broader national response, not just regional efforts, and called for a clear development plan involving federal, state, and the private sector's roles. Yakubu Dagura, former Speaker's House of Representatives, and Bukola Saraki, former Senate Speakers. Keynote Speaker Mohammed Ayatul Dane said Northern Nigeria holds enormous opportunities and can position itself as a gateway for trades across Africa by developing cross-border economic platforms and digital customs systems. Also, former spokespersons of the coalitions of northern groups, Abdulaziz Suleimans, noted that the region is only just beginning to showcase its facets of adapted pertinence to the world. Presently, in summaries of the summit, the Director General of NEF, Professor Dokan Shi said, participants must be moved beyond nitrous and implement the decisions Richard Ed Ayatul Dane's keynote speakers and Abdulaziz Sulaiman's former speakers speakers see enjoyed. The summit's high point was the goings and the appointments of the national northern Nigerians integrated economic development charters, which will guide collective action to drive transformations in the regions and
The North sits on perhaps more than two-thirds of the land in Nigeria. About 70% of the arable land of this country is in the North. And if statistics are anything to go by, the North houses almost 90% of the livestock of this country. So for me, the North is not a land of scarcity. It is a land of profound wealth and abundance if our latent potentials can actually be realized.
So the best we're going to achieve here, I hope, is that we're going to discuss the issues. But if we really want to make a change as regards unlocking the benefits and ensuring the right framework, we need to talk to the decision makers and the people that will implement and make it happen. I was telling somebody earlier on that if the topic was unlocking the potentials of regaining political power, this place will be full. There will be people standing as well. But the reality is that this is the power, and this is how we get it wrong. Economic power and improving on education and power and infrastructure is what is going to reform northern Nigeria. We should continue, and so it is a multifaceted thing. It can't be just one mechanism.
Now that the North has risen, the North has risen up now, it has woken up. I think they will tow in, they will tow in, no problem. After the summit, you see, this is the first of its kind. It's the first of its kind. There have been conferences that have not seen the light of the day, but in this situation, the Northern Elders Forum has taken bold steps towards changing the situation. We expect, I think you have seen some nations even investing already. They have started investing since yesterday. We have not really opened our potentials to the world. We have great potentials in northern Nigeria. This is the first time we are opening those potentials to the world, and there is going to be results.
Our land is rich, like the previous set of speakers have said, in everything that you can imagine in terms of natural endowments. Third, the opportunities ahead are enormous. We can position this region as both a physical and a digital gateway for trade across Africa. We can build cross-border e-commerce platforms, digital customs systems, and secure payment networks that make it easier for producers to sell anywhere on the continent. Why couldn't you tap into green bonds, infrastructure funds, and diaspora investment by presenting bankable projects that meet global standards? We can also diversify into ICT, creative industries, logistics, and fintech, creating a more balanced and a future-proof economy. But we cannot do these things without facing our challenges squarely. And we know what these challenges are.